Welcome to Big Boy Thursday on The Lunch, where the offensive line always gets some love. And in this week's case, it is tough love, after giving up 7 sacks and a loss to Oklahoma. Former 3-year starter Jeff Braun joins us on the phone for his weekly critique. We're always happy to have him, even though he wasn't happy with Saturday's Big 12 opener in Norman.
You know, I'm just going to keep saying it because I played in another conference, and I played the first year in the Big 12, and it's a constant grind, and that's just how it is. You know, you got to step up the big games. In the other conference, we were everyone's big game. Not so much anymore, but you know, I still think we are very, very competitive.
So the story was repeated pass protection failures, not all of them attributable to Eric Striker. Here the Sooners bring their nickelback Stephen Parker off the edge past Yodny Cajuste.
So right now, look at down and distance, 3rd and 6. You got 2 things: twist or pressure. They're going to bring pressure here. They bring the safety off the edge. Right here, the left tackle does a good job of being aware and seeing the blitz. However, his technique wasn't executed right. He hinges like a door, as I say. He hinges right here, opens his hip, and once you open that left hip, you're done. In retrospect, you wanted to be able to kick back and kick back vertically. He does a pretty good job of flattening the defender, but he's not able to get back in time to cut that guy off, and open like a door is never good.
Next clip, West Virginia counters that OU pass rush by running the ball 54 times. Russ Rochelle gets 16 yards here.
So right here, you're going to have a motion on the backfield and open up into an outside zone to the right. The big key is the right tackle. He does a good job not chasing down the defender at first. Right now you see his backs on the outside linebacker, defensive end hybrid there. At first, he slows down a little bit, sees his guy go away. He chips the D tackle, gives it over to the right guard, and then gets his body out to the defensive end and seals him off and just creates a nice lane for the running back. You know, running back doesn't really have to do much of reading-wise. He just attacks the hole right in front of him. The right tackle did a great job of opening it up.
More now from the running game. Wendell Smallwood gained 111 on Saturday, 21 on a zone run.
So you're going to have the jet motion right here, and that's going to draw the linebackers to hold a little bit on the outside zone. And front side right here does a good job of stretching the defense in the front. And the back side does a real good job of cutting everybody off from the back, and the running back does the rest. The key to this is what we're always taught is cut the back side. This really is an outside run play. However, the front side gets stretched so much, the second hole and the second option for the running back is right behind the center's butt between that left guard and left tackle. And he does a good job diagnosing the play and seeing that hole open up and just hit it.
Jeff, you said this next play broke your heart. Nearly a huge gainer off some improvisation, at least until the officials ruled that Skylar Howard's knee was down in the backfield. Take us through the heartbreak, Jeff.
I don't think we got ourselves in a good position to block, and we went and slid the protection to the opposite side of the blitz, and it got us. You know, credit Oklahoma's defense for disguising this really well, and it's a credit to their 3-4 scheme. I mean, that's what's tough about this. This might be the one that he could place on Skylar, and the reason I say this, depending on how they block it, if they blocked it to the right, and he knows that they blocked this sliding to the right, then he needs to be hot off the guys off the edge to his left. So a quarterback's supposed to know if it's a 5-man pass pro and you don't have a running back in the block, which right here he doesn't, if they slide this to the right, if there's any pressure coming from the left, the quarterback needs to throw hot right now because he's going to get smacked because we don't have it. This running back right now is wide open. He needs to see pressure left, get his check down, which is his running back. He sees it late after the fact, but if he would have thrown this sooner, identified it a little bit better, it would have been a positive play.
On to another sack, and there were plenty of them. This one on right tackle Marquise Lucas, as a D-line twist wrecks the play action and creates one of Skylar Howard's 5 turnovers.
It's 7-man protection. It's maxed out protection. You don't get the most you can get to 8 really, but I mean this is about as close as you can get to maxed out pro. You know, we got guys getting beat across the edge. This sack's completely on the offensive line. We're going full slide to the right, so everyone's going to have a gap to their, full slide to the left. Everyone has a gap slide to their left. And really the big misstep right here is the right tackle. He does a good job sliding, but he leans, puts his head down on the defensive lineman, and he does a nice little swim move, puts his head down, gets a little swim move, pulls the right tackle down to the ground, and makes a play. Also, obviously the left tackle can't get beat around the edge, You know, I think two guys got beat here. We can't have it. Or left guard, I'm sorry, 57. Just can't have this with a gap protection. You got to be kind of chomping at the bit when you hear this protection as offensive lineman, because it's play action pass. You can sell run a little bit. You don't have to be. You can be a little more aggressive than you would be in a normal kick set. We didn't execute right here.
Alas, we're all about positive reinforcement for the kids, so let's end on a nice play by Marquise Lucas, going above and beyond on this two-for block.
So down in distance, 3rd and 19, you have to think twist. I don't think blitz in this situation, you know, honestly, because of just where they are. Everyone's going to max out protections, 19 yards, get a first down. Right tackle does a heck of a job just being athletic. He's able to flatten the defender, put him on the ground, and then really do more than what his job is told and kick out and get the defensive end who beat the right guard and really get a 2-for-1 deal right here. Is able to get the ball off by Skyler and get a first down in a situation that's really tough to get a first down in, and kept the play alive.
Jeff, that Mountaineers front-loaded Big 12 schedule continues Saturday. Number 21 Oklahoma State coming in. It's part of an October that's unlike any West Virginia has faced in recent memory. 4 ranked teams, 4 schools who have won or shared the last 4 league championships.
I think it's good in the sense that you got to be prepared every week, and like you said, there is no time to sit there and worry about what you did last week, because you have just as good an opponent coming up, if not better. And I looked at this October schedule, I think last week, and I checked it out last week, and I said, wow, that's as tough as a schedule in October as I've seen one. You know, it's ranked team after ranked team, and, you know, week after week, guys are getting better, but so do we. We need to be able to be elite. You know, we need to win these big games on the road in the Big 12, and we got beat this week. I think Oklahoma was the better team for sure. You know, however, I still think we have all the pieces of the puzzle to still be a Big 12 champion. You know, I think if we keep going and winning out and having our mindset that, look, it's still early in the season as far as Big 12 conference play goes, and we keep playing game after game and chipping away at it, we're going to put ourselves in a position to be successful. You have to be a very, very elite team to go undefeated now in college football. You know, you don't see it a lot anymore, and most teams are going to have 1 loss, 2 losses, especially with the new college football playoff format. You know, I think you can get away with something like this, especially in our conference, and still be successful.
Good stuff as always, Jeff, and there's more good stuff coming up from the Game Day crew on Saturday. They hit the airwaves at 4 p.m. and give you 9 hours of coverage as West Virginia faces Oklahoma State without Carl Joseph. Interesting to see how the Mountaineers defense fares in that one. Stay logged on to WVMetroNews.com for continuing West Virginia coverage. I'm Alan Taylor. Everybody enjoy your Thursday.